Hello everyone. Today I am in Testler, which is located in 41D Chandigarh. And here we are to get the answers of a few questions related to the closure of Canada's SDS program.
Canada announced the end of its student direct stream program for students from 14 countries, including India, effective November 8. While some have raised concerns, as SDS provided a fast-track path for securing student visas, counselors and experts say the alternative system also has some advantages.
So ma'am, what SDS is exactly? What does the closure of the SDS mean for students?
So SDS stands for Student Direct Stream Program. It was launched in 2018. Under SDS, there were very strict guidelines and there were some restrictions. So now I would say that under non-SDS, many things have been done away with. The two requirements which were essential for SDS were, first, you had to pay 1 year's tuition fee in advance. Second, you had to give the GIC, that was the Guaranteed Investment Certificate. The GIC was given as a proof of funds. So now I would say it's kind of a blessing in disguise for students because now they don't have to stick to these two restrictions.
So ma'am, do you really think can students still apply for Canadian visas?
Yes, definitely. Students can now apply under the non-SDS category. So as I said earlier, that the students will not be required to pay the full 1 year tuition fee. And so it's going to be a win-win situation for students who earlier were not able to afford going to Canada and they were looking for other options like Germany and Europe. So definitely Canada would become more accessible and it is an advantageous situation for students.
So do you think studying in Canada has become more accessible for students now?
Yes, so earlier many students who were good and wanted to go to Canada were not able to do so because of the strict requirements which were there in student direct stream program. So they had to settle for other countries like Germany and Europe. But now under the non-SDS category, since there are relaxations, so they would be able to apply for Canada as they don't have to file that GIC, that is the Guaranteed Investment Certificate, and of course they can just do with 6 months tuition fee instead of the 1 year tuition fee. So it's going to be an advantageous situation for students.
Yes ma'am, it's the advantage for the students that they have to pay for 6 months fee.
Yeah, definitely.
So what about the IELTS and PT requirements?
So regarding IELTS, that is International English Language Testing System, and PT, that is Pearson's Test of English, the band requirement earlier under the SDS category was 6 band and 60 points. Now again there's a relaxation. Now students who get an overall band of 6 and 5.5 can also apply for Canadian visa.
So overall, what do you think? Whether it's a good news or a bad news?
Definitely, it's a very good news for aspirants who want to go to Canada because now they will be able to go to Canada with just about 5 to 6 lakhs, and earlier the sum which they required was about approximately 4 times this amount. So I would say it's like a blessing in disguise for students and a win-win situation for students.
Okay, so that means it's a good news for the students.
Definitely.
How can Testler help students who aspire to study in Canada?
So Testler specializes in career counseling and test preparation. We have been preparing and shaping lives of so many students. We prepare them for tests like IELTS, PT, TOEFL and other tests. And of course, we counsel them. So I think Testler is a one-stop solution for all the students who aspire to go to Canada.